Let me be your voice in Parliament. Hi, welcome to my home. Come on in. My name's Bryan Zammit and I run a couple of businesses. I come from a working class background. My mother started working at St Bernard's Hospital at the age of 14 as a nurse, and my father was an electrician. I've been an avid follower of politics for the past 20 years, and several years ago, quite a few years ago, I was one of the founders of the United Nations Association in Gibraltar. That was really my main plunge into politics without being a politician. I started to get a good foresight as to what the political scenario was in Gibraltar, and we should have had a liaison officer with government, like in every UN department worldwide. But at the time, the then Chief Minister wasn't keen on us having liaison officers of ours working with government. That's where we started to realise that there was a little bit of a dictatorial style of government in Gibraltar, and no one really did anything about it. You know, I really do believe that the political system in Gibraltar needs changing. A Westminster-style government just does not work for Gibraltar. In Westminster, you've got 660 parliamentarians that go to Westminster and then they go back to their constituencies and work in councils. Here in Gibraltar, you've got a Westminster-style system adopted for 17 parliamentarians. In Westminster, you've got backbenchers who will go against the Prime Minister of their own party if they need to defend the town that they have come from. This is true democracy in action. You just won't get that in Gibraltar. You would never get a member in government going against the Chief Minister, because otherwise they could end up getting blackballed by their own party. In a new style of government, you would end up having individuals voted in, and they will be monitored by another group of individuals, plus they will be monitored by the ministers that are in government, because they have no alignment to each other. So if someone goes in with the wrong intentions of giving contracts to their family and friends, if given employment to family and friends, they can be called to task. The system of politics here is very tribalistic. People get ridiculed, they get insulted. You're either seen as being from the GSD or the GSLP. The bottom line is it's detrimental to the people of Gibraltar because it divides us as a people. Well, we're going now to a lady's home, and we're going to see the conditions she's living in.
Okay, well, this would be my daughter's room.
Okay, so there's a lot of dampness here.
A lot. And that roof on that end has actually ended up curved when it started to really pour with rain.
And does water get in?
Yeah.
Water actually gets in as well. And she has to sleep here?
Yes. My son, who sleeps in the room that's over there, which I'll show you now, ended up in hospital with bronchitis using an asthma machine. This is where my son sleeps. Now, he already has ADHD. The water comes in here. This is a pool every time it rains. I was told to keep furniture in front of the electric point so the children couldn't touch it because there was nothing they could do. I am a single mother. Yeah. I live on welfare. I can't fix this on my own. I need help.
This shouldn't happen in 2013 Gibraltar.
You don't want to be in the house even when it's raining.
Thanks for being brave enough to speak on camera. It should be the politicians worried about people speaking out openly, not people worried about speaking out openly. This family have been complaining about this for the past 15 years and nothing's got done. Little Aaron, 1 year and 6 months old, already suffering from bronchitis because of the living conditions they're having to sustain. This is one of the reasons why I'd like you to vote for me on the 4th of July, so your voice is heard in Parliament. We just got together to have a chat on some of the issues that you're facing. Could you just tell me a little bit more about them?
My children are Gibraltarian. I've been here since 1996.
Okay.
It's very difficult living there.
Well, why are you in the Women's Refuge?
Due to my breakup in marriage to a local,
okay.
I ended up living in the Women's Refuge,
okay.
Thinking that my children being Gibraltarian
yeah.
would be entitled to housing.
And the father's Gibraltarian?
The father is Gibraltarian. Unfortunately, the fact that I'm Irish, not British, they have refused me housing on those grounds.
And you say you've sent letters to...
I've been to number 6, I've spoke to the Ombudsman, I've been to the housing office been refused meetings. They've turned me down on the grounds that I'm not British. My children ask me on a daily basis, Mum, when are we going to get a house? When are we going to get a house?
Yeah, of course.
The children are suffering at the end of the day.
I'm really grateful for you for being a brave woman. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's a lot of serious human rights issues in Gibraltar that need addressing, that seem to be swept away. Just remember, when July the 4th comes, if you vote for me as an independent, you will have a genuine voice in Parliament. The reason we're here is to talk about the problems of disability and disability awareness, which is something that I think politicians aren't talking about, or not enough anyway. I mean, just give me your thoughts, Trevor.
I see that a lot of people in Gibraltar don't really realise the actual importance of awareness of disability. There's many people who's not been recognised with of having disabilities because they're not either born with disability, so they don't get the financial help that they need. Disability, whether being from birth or later on in life, should be accepted as a disability.
And classified the same.
And classified the same.
Absolutely.
I'd say the second biggest priority is access for all. The society in Gibraltar has not 100% completely adapted for people with disabilities. I'd say the third final thing is that we should all be making and putting all our efforts in making disability known to everybody.
More awareness.
More awareness, you know, and awareness on the other side will make everybody else in society understand why you need access for all, you know.
And I'm here to help you. Things like this
should be highlighted.
Yeah, because, you know, as a very charitable people that we are, I think the vast majority of the people don't know this issue of if you're not born disabled, you're not classified disabled.
There's so many other people which needs help.
Yeah.
And they're not given the help because of the situation with the law in place at the moment.
Well, let's hope we can push it, Trevor.
Right,
Make people a lot more aware.
That's right, yeah.
Trevor.
Thank you very much,
Thanks
Bryan.
for your time. We need disability awareness, and we need legislation to be passed so that those that have become disabled in their life have the same recognition and awareness as those that are born disabled. If you vote for me on the 4th of July, I will guarantee to be your voice in Parliament on all of these serious issues. I've never seen a people that are more united in absolutely everything that we do, whether it's sports or charities or functions, and this is the way we are. We're a very united community, and then comes politics. I've been running this Gibraltar politics group for over 5 years now, and the amount of bitterness and hatred you see in there, people insulting each other, people not really debating the issues, it's a real shame. If we're divided as a people in Gibraltar and we're less than 30,000 inhabitants, this doesn't help our argument when we're dealing with foreign affairs. If we had a totally united Parliament when it comes to foreign affairs, we would stand firm as a people, not as a political party with 50% of the population siding with you. We can't afford, because of our size, to be divided when it comes to foreign affairs. We need to be 100% united. If you vote for the GSD or the GSLP in this by-election, absolutely nothing will change. In this by-election, you can make your vote count to obtain a genuine independent in Parliament, someone who will voice your concerns. Voting me to Parliament is sending a clear message to the politicians and to the political parties that the Gibraltarians, the people, are not happy with the party political system as it is. I'm calling on the silent majority out there to come out in numbers. You've got the chance of sending a clear message to the politicians and a clear message to the political parties. If this is the way that you think like I do, vote for me on the 4th of July. Thank you.